Arne, thank you for your time. It's been a busy summer. It's been a busy transfer window. Can we talk about that transfer window first? That was a big one, wasn't it?
Yeah. We did a lot of trading. We've sold many players, and that's also our model. So I think we've created our own budget by selling players, by winning the league last season. And as a result of that, we could bring in a lot of very good players as well. And that is, I think, the biggest compliment you can give to ownership, to the sports director, to Richard Hughes, Michael Edwards, that they've created a model that this is and was possible. So I think looking at the age of the players, we brought in many players that are quite young. So yes, we spent, but we've sold quite a lot. We won the league, which generates money. And as a result of that, we brought in very, very good players that are all of a young age. So we are future-proof as well. So a big compliment for everyone that worked so hard to accomplish this.
Just on the transfer window, do you enjoy it? Do you enjoy the craziness of it? But also there's a brutality to a transfer window as well. With players coming in, you obviously get excited about that. Is that feeling the same when you bring a player that you want in? Do you feel as good as that player who comes to Liverpool?
Yeah, in that moment of time, I enjoy it. So if we're able to bring someone in, that is definitely a moment to enjoy. In general, I don't think many managers that work on a daily basis with a group of players like the transfer window, because there are so many different emotions in the group. Some of them want to leave, some of them desperately want to stay, but they get the feeling that they don't play a lot, so then they need to go. You try to bring players in, which brings then different emotions for the player that plays in that position. So I think the ideal world for a manager is after the 1st of September, when everything settles down, everybody knows what his position in the group is, and then you start working, which you did the months before as well. But that is a more difficult period for a manager than the one after the 1st of September.
And the feeling and the emotion when you don't get a player that you want, which has happened to Liverpool with Mark Gahey and Crystal Palace. What's that emotion like? Do you switch off from that and think, well, there's nothing I can do about that now at this moment in time?
Yeah, that is definitely the first thought. The second thought is again, at Liverpool we have so many good players, so we would have liked to sign him. That's out in the open, so I'm not going to deny that. But I also know and knew that we have very good options in that position as well. But we are a club that if we see an opportunity in the market and we can sign a very good player, we are always trying to do so. But if that then doesn't work out, I'm more than happy to work with the players we've got. For us, it was, of course, a disappointment. But for the player, I assume as well, because he was expecting to come to us.
You feel that as well? I think that's what I'm trying to get. Do you feel the disappointment?
I'm trying to put myself in the player's shoes. But that can happen with a player from us as well, that maybe a player wanted to leave, but in the end couldn't because we couldn't get a player we wanted. That happens in football many times. And the good thing in football is especially after the international break, everybody comes back and then accepts his situation and knows he has to perform well. But yeah, if a player wants a transfer that he doesn't get, you always feel for him. If it's a player of my team, you talk to him and make sure he gets his energy back and keeps going again. And that's probably what has happened at Palace with Mark Gahey now as well.
Did the expectation change, the managing those expectations now? Because Liverpool, title favourites already, just a small amount of games into the season. Does that change how you manage the expectations of everybody else?
No, not at the moment. Because I think if you play at Liverpool, you are used to these expectations. Maybe with one exception, that was last season, because no one expected anything from us because Jurgen left. But fortunately for the club and for me, the players stayed the same. So we were able to compete. And if you work or play for Liverpool, there are always expectations. And we can win the league. There are a few other clubs that can win the league, and it's the same with the Champions League. And again, probably it's a big compliment for ownership, Richard, Michael, and all the other ones that were involved in the transfer window, that people see us as a favourite to win things. because that tells you that we've done a great job during this summer.
The confidence must be there, though. The confidence to go back to back.
Yeah, but that confidence mainly comes from last season and a bit from the transfer window because, like I said, we've brought in very good players. But the confidence is there because we were able to win it last season, and that gives you the most confidence because we know what it takes now to win it. And we also know that now we've done a lot of trading. Some other clubs brought in a lot of players without selling a lot, so they've become stronger normally. So that's why we need to become stronger again as well compared to last season if we want to win it again, which is so difficult in the Premier League and in the Champions League, and that's what makes both leagues so interesting.
Now you've had this international break ready to go. Not that I'm not saying it had gone away, but you like travelling, don't you? You like to travel and see the world.
I like to be with my family,
yeah.
And as people know, they are here a lot of times, but not always. So the moment we have an international break, I can be with them, and it doesn't matter to me where it is, if it's in Holland or here in England or in another part of the world. If I'm with them, that is always something I look forward to and enjoy a lot. I didn't need to be refreshed because we only just started the season. I think the biggest one we all need is the one in March.
Is that the Ibiza one? Maybe again?
I don't know yet where I'm going to go, but after we've gone from November to March, that is as probably the only league in the world, then you need to break a little bit more than in September, October and November. That's not to say that we, as managers, let's talk for myself. I do like that first part of the season where we work 3.5 weeks, I think, and then we have a few days off, and the players then go to their national teams and hopefully come back fit, all of them, and that's what happened with us. So it's been a positive break for us.
Just one more question. It's about Ibiza because I know a lot's been documented and said about it, and I'm not just going back to what happened after Liverpool won the title, but you'd gone there before, and I just wondered, that whole scene, the area, the region, is that your kind of place?
If the sun shines and I can be with my family, then it's my kind of place. The nice part of Ibiza is that it's known for partying, and it didn't help me that I was on camera when I was at a party, but
everyone knows who you are.
Now everybody knows that I was there, but I think I've been there so many days, so maybe, I don't know, 200, 300 days in my life. And I think if there were 1, 2 or 3 days of those that I was there partying, then it was already a lot. But yeah, that's the downside of being a Liverpool manager. If you are somewhere in public, then they can make videos. And it wasn't a problem, by the way, for me. But no, normally people don't see me partying. Normally they would see me in a restaurant or at my house or at the beach. And partying is for my daughter. She's 18. And not so much for me anymore.